Hey there, and welcome to our very first conversation for the 3-tip bit. I'm so excited to have my friend and expert, Kenzie Biggins, on the conversation with us. So we're going to jump right into this so that we can make the best use of our time. So, Kenzie, welcome to the conversation. I would love for you to introduce yourself to the group and tell us who you are, what you do, and who you do it for.
Thanks, Lindsay. So I'm Kenzie Biggins. I run a company called WorkSpeed. We offer executive assistant solutions. So that's virtual support, that's consulting around executive assistant virtual support, and also community for executive assistants. I am the founder and CEO, and we started 6 years ago.
Awesome. So good. And Kenzie, I know with your deep and plethora of knowledge in all things virtual executive assistant space, you probably have tons and tons of tips. But for the sake of our conversation today, what are the 3 tips that you wanted to share with the folks listening just in the times that we're living in right now regarding COVID-19?
Right. So first tip, core hours. So this is something very important to my team in general. So I have a team that has, young moms, and we're living life and we have lots of things going on. And to say that we can function at a full brain capacity from 9 to 5 every day just isn't really reasonable. And when you're in an office setting, it's a little different. You have coffee breaks, you have time to talk to people, you have birthday celebrations. So you're not really using your brain from 9 to 5. So to think that people are going to go home automatically, work that full time, especially with children home or caring for other people, is not realistic. So if you set core hours when you expect for your team to be available for each other, it'll drastically help your productivity. So for right now, we recommend setting core hours of 10 a.m. to noon and then 1 to 3. That gives your team time to have a break. Hopefully they can get structured time for their children. They can check in with family and friends, but they know when you're available and you know when they're available. And it's not as stressful to try and think about a 9 to 5 day every day. Our second tip is don't forget your core values. Keep living your core values every single day with your team. They need to see you. They need to know how you're living them out. So that means that you're helping the public around you. One of our core values is be a good neighbor. So we're actually posting tips to be a good neighbor to everybody out there, because it's not just about the WorkSpeed community. It's about the greater community. We are all being impacted. So choose how you live that out for yourself and how you make it work. A lot of our clients are small business owners, so we've actually offered a coupon for the next month to try and help them out. And we're also working with our EAs to help them continue cash flow. But we also have an open invitation to all of our EAs for any help they need. We're there for them. So continue your core values. And then the last thing is be transparent, which can be really, really hard when you're the leader. It's hard when you want to retreat because this is stressful. It's stressful for you too because you're getting all the questions. So I started having conversations with my team about coronavirus back at the end of February, when some alarm bells started to go off for me, and my team was like, why are you reacting to this? Like, is it really that serious? Yes, it's that serious. This is the times that we're in. So I leave lots of video content for my team. I also have an open line for them twice a week that I'm on, that they can come on and ask me any questions that they may have. We maintain a Slack channel, so they can come on, they can always reach me directly. But I think now more than ever is the time to be transparent, to let your team know that you're accessible and for them to see you. Emails are great for, clients, general public, but your team needs to see you and know that you're there and that you're human, and show a little emotion and compassion is fine. Because it is the times. To say that you're just stoic and everything is awesome all the time is not realistic to the times. So those are my 3 tips.
I love that. It's they're very memorable too, right? Core hours, which is something you introduced me to. I love that. Core values, don't forget them, right? And then open lines of communication. So I love that. Thanks for sharing those 3 very actionable tips. So how in the world can we find you? How can people connect with you in your business if they have questions, if they have an interest or need as they're evaluating, their own companies and looking at maybe now is the time for them to look at maybe delegating some of those tasks? How can people find WorkSpeed and yourself?
Right. So, of course, our website, so WorkSpeed, WORXBEE.com. You can find us on LinkedIn and Facebook and now Twitter. You can also find me personally on LinkedIn. So please feel free to reach out. If you go on our website, there's a phone number and email address there. There's also a way to schedule a call. Also, if you look at our last blog post, and we'll probably start putting at the bottom of each blog post, you can go directly to my Calendly link and schedule a 30-minute virtual coffee with me. And it's been great. People have been reaching out about how can we help them as far as going virtual. So feel free to reach out and know that we have some additional solutions coming for businesses to help them with more on-demand support that they need in this transition time.
I love that. And I can vouch for everything Kenzie just said. She and I are in a study group, a women's CEO study group, and she's got some really cool things cooking. So Kenzie, let's end on a really high note. You know that I'm a strategic coach student, and we always start our meetings with what we call positive focus. So I'm actually going to flip that on its head, and we're going to end with a high note. So will you share with us just one thing that makes you happy?
Yeah, I'm extremely happy and honored to have our clients and our team members. So, the same way I've been checking on our team members, I've had team members checking on me, and they have completely turned my day around. And a special shout out to one of our clients who, when I sent out the coupon notice for all of them, turned it right back to me and said, you know what? I don't need this. It's more important that your small business is supported and keeps going. So, I'm beyond thankful for those people in my life.
So good. All right. Well, listen, thanks so much, Kenzie, for joining us. And thanks for you for listening in and going on this fun ride and journey with us on the 3-tip bit. Stay tuned to the next conversation, and we'll see you on the other side. Have a great day. See ya.
Thanks, Lindsay.